In this video, Simon Sinek talks about leaders must be honest about their own needs.
Which is external, right? The reason someone has courage to jump out of an airplane is because there's a parachute on their back. It's the external thing. A world-famous trapeze artist would never try a brand new death-defying act for the first time without a net. It's the net that gives them the courage. The Navy SEALs are considered one of the highest performing organizations on the planet. And a former SEAL was asked, what kind of person makes it into the SEALs? And he said, I can't tell you the kind of person that makes it in, but I can tell you the kind of person that doesn't make it in. He said the star college athletes who have never really been tested to the core of their being, none of them make it in. He said the preening leaders who like to delegate everything, none of them make it in. He says the guys who show up with hulking muscles covered in tattoos because they want to show you how tough they are, none of them make it in. He said some of the guys who make it in are skinny and scrawny. He said some of the guys who make it in, you see them shivering out of fear. He said, but every single one of the guys who makes it in, when they're emotionally exhausted, when they're physically exhausted, when they have absolutely nothing left to give, somehow, some way, they're able to dig down deep inside themselves to find the energy to help the guy next to them. In other words, the reason these organizations and these people have the courage to do remarkable things is not because of their internal strength. It's because they have the absolute confidence that there is someone to the left of them and someone to the right of them that cares about them. And they all know that. And it's the quality of the relationships that we maintain, professionally and personally, that give us the courage to do difficult. Isaac Stern, the famous violinist, said, music is what happens between the notes. Well, something like trust happens between the meetings. Few people think about the importance of building trust when they go to work, or what do I need to do today to build trust with somebody? That doesn't really go through people's minds. But we have chit-chat as we walk into the meeting. We have chit-chat when we walk out of the meeting. And we see somebody in the hall and they're like, oh, meant to tell you something. Or you knock on someone's door and be like, got a minute? And all those little innocuous interactions over the course of time, like any relationship, build trust. It's about setting up the computer, setting up Zoom and having a work session with somebody. We're not working on the same thing, but I want to work with somebody, a work buddy, or having a lunch with somebody over Zoom, or a Monday morning huddle where we talk about what's on our heart and minds, but we do not talk business on purpose, or Friday cocktails that are just voluntary. But the most important one is to just pick up the phone and call people and say, how are you? That level of empathy. Just check in on someone. And I think we neglect it because we get mired in the day-to-day. But, if you're organized or disorganized, literally keep a list of your team on a little card next to your computer and just, go through it. And have I called this person in a while and talked to this person? I'm just going to call and check in. It doesn't matter if something's wrong or not wrong. Just check in on them. Don't wait for something to break. And let people know that that there's connection and there's a way to reach out and say, I need help. Because and the most important thing is for leaders to be honest and open about their need to ask for help. And that'll work.
Author, motivational speaker, and leadership expert Simon Sinek is well known on subjects like leadership, motivation, and organizational culture. He has published numerous books and delivered innumerable speeches. This essay will examine Sinek's idea that courage stems from trust and how it relates to leadership and personal development. Sinek contends that the foundation of any successful business or relationship is trust. Without trust, meaningful connections and substantial goals cannot be achieved. People may be vulnerable and take chances when they feel safe and comfortable, which in turn gives them the courage to do so. This is particularly significant when it comes to leadership, as inspiring and encouraging people depends heavily on trust. On the other hand, courage is frequently thought of as a trait that some people are born with and others do not. Sinek contends that courage is not just an issue of temperament or personality, though. Instead, he thinks that trust produces boldness as a result. People are more willing to take chances and act aggressively when they feel safe and supported in their surroundings. This is due to their faith in the fact that even if they fail, they won't be forsaken or punished. For leaders, this idea that courage comes from trust has various ramifications. First of all, it emphasizes how crucial trust building with your group or organization is. This entails acting and speaking in a straightforward, sincere, and trustworthy manner. People are more willing to follow your lead and take chances themselves when they have faith in you. Second, it emphasizes the significance of developing a psychologically secure culture. This entails creating a setting where individuals are at ease speaking out, exchanging ideas, and owning up to mistakes. People are more likely to take chances and try new things when they believe their mistakes won't be mocked or punished. This can encourage growth and innovation inside the company. It underlines the value of setting a good example in its third point. You must be willing to take chance and let yourself be vulnerable in order to be a good leader. This demonstrates to your team that you believe in them and are ready to risk all the greater good. Additionally, it establishes a culture that values and promotes courage and taking chances. Finally, it emphasizes the significance of honoring and rewarding bravery. It's crucial to recognize and applaud someone's effort when they take a chance and succeed. This demonstrates that their bravery was rewarded and appreciated, which in turn strengthens the psychological safety and trust culture. The idea that courage comes from trust has ramifications for leadership as well as for personal growth and development. Risk-taking and trying new things are more likely when we feel protected and supported. When we leave our comfort zones and acquire fresh knowledge or viewpoints, this might result in personal growth and development. Building a culture of psychological safety and trust, however, is not always simple. It necessitates a concentrated effort and dedication to openness, sincerity, and vulnerability. It also necessitates a readiness to face and resolve problems when they come up. Although this can be difficult, the benefits in terms of improved trust, growth, and innovation can be substantial. In conclusion, Simon Sinek's concept of courage coming from trust is a powerful idea that has implications for both leadership and personal growth. By building trust, creating a culture of psychological safety, leading by example, and recognizing and rewarding courage, leaders can inspire their teams to take risks and achieve great things. Similarly, by cultivating trust and embracing vulnerability, individuals can step outside their comfort zones and experience personal growth and development. Ultimately, this concept reminds us that trust and courage are interconnected, and that together they can lead to great success and fulfillment. The knowledge that someone else is watching out for us gives us courage. In addition to letting others know they may ask for assistance, leaders must also be honest about their own needs. Like the video. Thanks for watching. For more videos, like and please subscribe.